Hello, I'm Mike Penny, and welcome to the Paragon Company, here for another thrilling episode of daring and adventure. Welcome to episode 7. Last time on the Paragon Company, because I don't want any of you to yell Dragon Ball Z again.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
God damn you. So last time, you guys took some time to, go through Baenum, get all your things prepared to venture forward into the old town. And after quite a lot of time in Baenum, you guys have finally entered the ruins of Old Baenum.
And
In Old Baenum,
yeah, I was gonna say, what happened in Old Baenum?
Yeah. Well, you guys, as you guys were starting to go through the streets and explore, you kept running into zombies coming out of just alleyways and from inside houses. And eventually, you guys, using the map you found of the old town, found your way to the old schoolhouse. And instead of trying to climb or find an alternate route, you guys decided to fight a wall. And you guys kicked the wall's ass and broke through it, found the old schoolhouse, went inside, and within the back storage room of the old schoolhouse, you guys discovered 2 more of those mirrors, much like the one you found in the orphanage earlier. And Archibald found some shredded up old curtains, threw it over the 2 mirrors, and you guys took a short rest, and that's where we left off. So where we'll pick up is, you guys just found the mirrors, you've covered them up, you guys are in the middle of resting. I believe Trax was on the roof, kind of scouting the area out, and I think that's pretty much it.
Question.
Yeah.
So earlier you said that you rolled for health for the horses, right? For the cart?
Yes. Yeah.
Are the horses near us?
So yeah, because I honestly just forgot about it, because you guys did say you brought the carriage into Old Baenum with you, the horses would have been with you the whole time, so I'll say, you have them just parked outside of the schoolhouse with you. They're still hitched to the carriage.
Can Tom go over to the horses and see if they're okay?
Yeah, sure. You want to go outside and check out the horses?
Yeah, Tom just runs outside and it's like, horses! You're like really all excited, like horsey.
Yeah. So Tom, you go outside and they're there. You see Raindrop, Sunset, and Stormy still hitched to your traveling merchant carriage. Do you want to actually give me an insight check?
Do I have to? I'm just kidding. 1 second. 12.
12? Okay. So, they're just horses, so that's fine. They seem fine, but you can tell that they're uneasy. Like, something about Old Baenum, just sort of the air and the aura it gives off, definitely has them spooked.
Okay. Tom tries to feed all the horses some food. Some Tom cakes.
Okay. Some Tom cakes.
Yeah, horse-safe Tom cakes.
Okay. So yeah, you give them. They take them. They eat them. They don't seem duper into them, because they're pastries and they're horses. So
you can bring a horse to pastries.
Right.
Tom is trying his best.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, no, that's fine.
Tom's got to diversify his market here.
Right.
Horse feed would sell really well in this place.
Actually, yeah. Actually.
So, so yeah. Well, what's everyone else doing?
So we're holed up in the schoolhouse right now?
Right, and you guys have wrapped up the mirrors in these like old shredded up curtains, and you guys are just kind of huddled up, taking a little break.
Can we make sure? I know they're all like covered up, but can we like face them towards like a corner?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in
So I'll
case.
say, yeah. So I'll say that you you wrapped them up and then placed them facing towards the corner of like the back corner of the
That's fair. You don't want the curtain to accidentally fall off.
My thoughts exactly.
Roll for curtain durability. No. But yeah, so during your short rest, is there anything in particular else that you guys want to do?
Can I check out the how actually secure is this place?
So, do you want to give me either an investigation check, or you can use your woodcarver tools?
I think if you don't mind me picking, investigation's probably the bigger number.
Okay.
Although I do have those to fix anything if I need to. Do your job, Team Beyond. I got an 18.
Okay. So you start going around the schoolhouse, and at this point, this place has been abandoned for close to 90 years with no real people, nothing to weather any of the buildings. This place is very dilapidated. The wood is weathered and to the point where when you walk through, you can see where wooden planks meet. There's gaps where you can kind of see through to outside, and there's a little bit of a draft. So this place, you're confident it's not very safe if something actually were to come attack you, but you do feel like you're probably moderately hidden as long as you're inside.
So would it be possible between mending and my carpenter's tools to take some of the benches and desks or whatever are in here and just use them to kind of reinforce the walls and get some barricading going?
I'd say it would take you some time. Were you going to take a short rest, or were you just gonna do that?
I don't really need to rest. I haven't taken any HP damage, and I'm already made. So
Okay.
I don't need to convert to my fight armor. I'm already in it.
Okay. Yeah, so if you don't want to take a short rest, I'd say you could actually take time to do that. Give me a masonry check.
Okay. Can I get Gizmo help and guidance and stuff?
Yeah.
So it's a D20.
Is this what the schoolhouse generally looks like, Mike? I'm just gonna post an image in the main chat. Oh, never mind. My image is too powerful, apparently. Give me a second.
All I see is a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, that's all I see too. Is a chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you're
It's
welcome.
just
You're
ground
welcome.
cool,
Yeah.
It's like
So generally, you guys went through it last time. It's one of those old-timey kind of schoolhouses where it's just one large room with desks,
Okay.
a
Yeah.
chalkboard in the
Basically a
back.
church where they teach children.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so it is what I'm looking at then.
I got a 21 for masonry.
Okay. So yeah, Archie, I'll say that while everyone else is kind of taking a little bit of time to rest, you actually go through and start just breaking the wood off the tables and stuff and start casting mending in order to basically fuse the wood onto the wooden parts of the walls to make it a little more solid.
Yeah, I know it's not going to hold up to a serious incursion, but at least I'd rather have a place for us to drop back to that's more reliable than out in the open.
Right. And when you are done, it is noticeably less drafty.
Cool.
Hooray! It's warm.
All right.
We've already thoroughly cased this place too, right? For anything valuable.
Yes. Last time you had gone through, and that's when you discovered the mirrors.
The
in the
mirrors.
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Did everyone already do like a short rest that was going to take one?
Yeah, I'll
I'll
take a
take
short
one.
rest.
Okay.
Can we
You
roll when we take the short rest, right?
Did you lose HP?
you can.
you don't
Um,
need to if you don't need to, but you can regain a key points and stuff.
if you guys do roll any hit dice, the treats Tom cooked count as an extra. It's an extra D8 hit die during a short rest.
Say that one more time.
When you take a short rest, the treats that Tom cooks give you an extra hit die. They count as a hit die for a short rest.
Ooh.
You
What's
guys
a
can
hit
hear me
dice?
okay?
D8, correct?
No, it's whatever your HP. It's based on your actual HP hit dice. So for you, it's a D12.
Ah, there we go.
Oh.
That's only if you actually. I don't know if anyone actually was missing any health. I don't think anyone got hit during any of the zombie fights yet.
I think I did.
The wall hit us.
Temporary hit points go away after a short rest, if you get them.
I think the temporary hit points stay until you replace them with more, or you lose them.
I believe so, or take a long rest.
Yeah,
I think it's a long rest.
So,
I'll look into that later, but for now we'll say it's just a long rest, or if you replace them with new temporary HP. I guess, was there anything else you wanted to do in the schoolhouse after your or your short rest? Or,
Yeah, there's one thing. Tom asks the group, "What is school?"
oh. I'm not gonna do the whole thing, but Archibald's glasses flash, and he does like the push his glasses up his nose with his middle finger thing, and then he just kind of like starts in like a full tilt explanation of just education and its extreme merits.
Akira cuts him off after a minute and goes, "That's not the type of school I had with Dr. Mom. She made me drink poison substance."
Archibald just kind of sighs and is like, well, Master's not exactly the most usual teacher, and that's kind of why we're adventurers now.
Tom just kind of
somewhere off in Blackburn, Heinrich is in her like lab and just like anime sneezes like you know.
Right. It's like who was talking about me?
Right. Okay, yeah. So actually that's a good question. Do you guys leave the mirrors in the schoolhouse for now?
Should we put them in the cart for safekeeping?
Arguably, the cart's more durable than the schoolhouse, right?
I'd say that's a fair shake, yeah.
Can we store it in the same, like, underneath big hidden compartment that we stored the mirror previously in? Is it big enough?
Yeah, because that one was that's just the frame. So like there's more than enough room for two more.
Okay.
They're not like they're long, they're not necessarily very like thick.
Okay. So yeah, we'll put them in like the more secure hidden compartment underneath the floorboards, and then I hit the key fob and tweak the cart so it locks. Weep, weep.
Right.
We don't have any anything to act. We should, damn. No, we don't have anything to act as mirrors by any chance, do we?
Like to look around corners and stuff.
Well, I was just thinking if we move them now and there was a guy selling the mirrors out of here and he comes back and we're not around, he'll know something's up and we might lose him.
Is it the schoolhouse he was selling them out of, or it was somewhere else in the old town?
If I remember my info correctly, I believe he's selling them out of the schoolhouse. Or
That
at the
is
very
what
least
you
yeah.
I mean, we could ambush him if we want.
That's what I'm just thinking, because if we move him now and then we try to explore elsewhere, and he comes back during that time, he's gonna think that something's up. He's gonna just basically move his entire operation.
Well, we're kind of just here scouting it out, and I've already made it really obvious that someone's been here without thinking about that. So, bearing that in mind, if you are committed and I'm down for that clown to catch this guy, then we should probably make that our first priority.
I'd like to make it a priority. Stop the spread of the mirrors, pretty much. Plus, he's claiming to be from Paragon Company, so he's giving the company a bad name.
I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring, and I have no interest in digging deeper into a horribly dangerous place and then doubling back for danger. So, like, let's get into it now. So, yeah, I guess, can we set up an ambush?
Yeah. What are you guys thinking?
We should dig a pit. I'm gonna set up snare as a spell.
Okay.
Like a tiger pit. I'll sharpen sticks.
Yeah, we can do. Wait. No. I'm not advocating that we don't murder this guy if he's evil, but a tiger pit full of sticks, sharp sticks, might be a little bit. We won't get a lot of information out of a dead guy.
Hey, Kensington, we should sharpen sticks anyway and throw it at him if we need to threaten him.
That's
I
fine.
like the way you think.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna start using mold earth to start getting some dirt out of the way and making a pit.
I'm gonna
Can't you
use my
effectively make a horrible pit trap in like 12 seconds?
It depends on how much dirt I can move, but
I think it's like a cubic foot.
you know,
or
no,
five
it's fine.
cubic feet.
It's 5 cubic feet. It's like a 5 foot by 5 foot cube that I can remove.
So yeah, a grave is less than
I was
12.
gonna say that's a grave, basically.
Yeah.
Wow,
You
that's
could
pretty dark.
you can make a real killing as
You
a
have to make it
grave
dark.
digger here.
Oh.
You could put Barry Shallows out of a job.
Force him into
No,
the pits.
I'd be buried deeply.
Gob.
Gob. Do you have anything you want to say to Gob? Oh my Gob.
So yeah, Akira, you cast Mold Earth and start just, making giant like holes into the ground, into like a pit.
Okay.
I got a hand
Where are
axe I can
you
use
putting
to...
them?
I got myself a new gravedigger name. Barry M. Balls Deep.
Phrasing.
And demonetized.
Okay.
No.
So,
Past the first minute, we're good.
Yeah.
what are
Right?
the actual points of entry and exit of this place?
So okay, give me a perception check.
Is there
Just
like a
asking.
main walkway up to the schoolhouse?
Well, so what I was asking for was a perception check.
Ah, okay, 1 second.
Yeah.
Can I get some guidance?
Sure, yeah, Tom just puts a tentacle on your shoulder. It's like, you got this.
Thanks, Bessie.
I really
Wow, that
just
was
gotta say.
terrible.
Wait, that's with
Can I
guidance?
help that? No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
Gizmo's over there.
Cool.
Well, ask Mike, I guess. I'll help you look, though, or Gizmo will. He's literally better at everything.
Since you asked first, Archie, I'll say she can do it with advantage because you're helping her.
Okay. And then I will gladly give her just, basic.
That was terrible. I got an 18.
That's not bad. An
Okay.
18 is not a bad roll.
Okay, if
Anyway.
everyone's starting to judge their skill rolls based on me just constantly pushing 30s, that's not correct. 10 is a success, 15 is pretty good, 20 is amazing. Like, unless shit's crazy.
Shit
You
is
guys
crazy.
got to keep in mind, Archie is only that good at like 3 things.
And then I'm really bad at this.
Right, he's
I-
bad at everything
everything
else.
I just assume that anything less than an 18 is the game is fucking me over, right? D&D Beyond and the RNG is just screwing with me. Anything above that, it's working properly. That's how that works.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, okay.
If I'm not scoring at least a base 15, it's not enough.
Well, you never know, considering I set the difficulty class of everything.
Oh my god, you son of a bitch.
Oh boy.
Just why I need to keep up with your DCs, Mike.
The DM
So-
flex.
So, with an 18, you look around, and what you see is, so the schoolhouse is sort of in the central of like a large like fielded area, and all around you a lot of the streets are blocked off with rubble and debris. There's the section that you guys smashed through, and then to the far, like, back behind you guys where the schoolhouse is, there's actually, like, a street that starts and seems to go up and around back into, like, the actual residential area.
Oh, sorry. Could you say that last bit again?
So there's a part that goes back and up into the residential area, back, like, behind the schoolhouse as well.
And okay, so I want to make. I think we should make pits on both sides then. Have on both roads, right?
Okay, so, like, one leading up from where you smashed the wall, and then one back the other way.
Yeah, from like I think like wherever there are potential entrances, like that can bottleneck. Because I'm assuming, like, it's not like they can approach. Like from
Yeah, no, I got you.
Right? Yeah.
It also wouldn't be a bad idea since we're fortifying this area because any kind of
Just make a pit all around the schoolhouse.
Well, for zombies and stuff, that's not a bad idea because a big old pile of zombies in a hole is still better than zombies walking around.
Let's do that then. Why don't we? Ooh, okay, how about this? Why don't we have two? Like, so I want an inner ring of pit, maybe like 15 feet deep, around the schoolhouse, and then we can. That's for like general protection, right? How does that sound, you guys? And then we can have like larger pits like outside it to like stave off anyone incoming. Maybe those could be like the width of the roads or something.
I need to start making a lot more spikes.
So here's the thing. I think that's a really good idea for everything we're doing, but we do want to catch this dude, and this is gonna put him on alert.
Okay.
Where should I set our snare trap so that he's actually likely to interact with it?
Front doorway of the school?
I think that makes the most sense, right?
Yeah.
We haven't done anything with that, so if everyone's down for that, I'll set snare there, which I can read out to Mike if he needs it.
So, real quick, before you set your magic trap, who's taking the mirrors out of the schoolhouse?
I'll take them. I'm pretty strong.
Okay. Yeah, so give me an athletics check real quick.
My specialty.
And so help me if it's less than an 18?
It's a 16. I rolled a 9.
Oh no! Yeah,
No.
so you pick up the mirrors. You pick the mirrors, and you start to carry them, through the schoolhouse and up to your guys' carriage. And you load them into underneath the carriage chamber with all your, like, storage space. And yeah, they're in. So, Akira, you start to make your pits around the school. Archie, you cast snare.
So yeah, I pulled 25 feet of rope, which I bought. I think I bought like 100 feet of rope.
You bought a lot of rope last time, yeah.
Yeah, so I take out 25 feet and I like lay it on the ground and I like do the sign of Centella on it, and the rope like magically shines gold, wraps into like a snare, and then disappears.
All right.
How sturdy is the roof of the schoolhouse?
Do you want to check it out?
Could I have Archie check it out since he's good with that stuff?
Yeah,
Of,
yeah.
like, of the
I can
peeping at things variety.
Right. Well, you do know Trax has been kind of perched up there this whole time.
But he's
yeah.
little. I'm big. I had an idea, in case, let's say he doesn't go in through the front door. What if I were on the roof, peeping through the slats, and if he gets in there, I could kind of like go through the roof into the main school.
Yeah. Honestly, anybody who can functionally like lay in hiding and watch from somewhere probably should. Like me, Trax, and Akira can all post up on like rooftops or like somewhere that's safe from undead, but still gives us a vantage point safely enough.
Oh, also,
I'm already on the roof.
is there
I'll be up there
wood-
with you.
Is there any wood or like burning fuel we can salvage from the buildings around us?
So you'd have to venture out of this immediate area to like go into like other houses.
How about
Okay,
the
right.
wall?
I think it's necessary then.
How about the wall
What'd
we
you
broke
say?
down?
Yeah. Do you guys want to give me? Someone want to give me a an investigation check?
You know what? I'm just gonna roll one anyway because Akira's overconfident.
Oh yeah.
13. Hell yeah.
Tom doesn't actually know what's going on, by the way. So if you guys want him to help with something, just tell him. But he's just kind of standing around making Tom cakes. So
That's
All right.
honestly probably really valuable. Like,
I rolled a 11. It's not good. Someone else investigate.
What'd you get?
Mir got a 13.
Okay. What'd you get, Trax?
An 11.
Okay.
1-1.
So it takes you a few minutes, and you guys sift through some of the rubble. You do find wood, but as you guys are like taking it out, a large piece of the rubble like collapses, making a loud crashing sound on the other side of the wall that you guys broke down. And with that, I'm gonna need everyone to roll a d6 for me.
the DM giveth and the DM taketh away.
4.
Bitch, 1.
6.
A D6, right?
Yep.
Don't fuck me, D&D. You son of a bitch, too.
You're doing better than me.
All right.
Oof.
So after the thing crashes, you guys all just kind of sit there for a minute, wait. And after a minute passes, you guys don't hear like anything approaching or anything. So you guys are pretty sure that for now nothing got alerted to your presence.
Whew.
Who's on the roof? Trax, right?
Trax, and did anyone actually check the roof, or did you just decide to jump up there?
I was gonna go check
See if
it.
Archie can check the roof if there's like some spot that I could easily like blatantly crash through.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
actually make one if you don't like. Yeah, like I'd like to go up on the roof and set up like an ambush burst through point for Grabok so that he has the perfect wrestler style breakaway wall to jump through.
Ooh, yes. Also, this was my plan with the wood. I have control flame, which lets me like spread fire like up to 10 feet from like one source to another. For showmanship, we can put some wood fuel, and as Grabach bursts, through his entrance, we can light the flames and like send flames up.
Wow, baby, it sure is really useful that you learn magic.
I like that.
It's just an extension of my will. I don't know what you're talking about. I have a fiery will and disposition. My God.
Archibald looks at the camera.
Yeah, right. Just like.
Ooh, I could do a fiery elbow drop onto this guy.
So actually, I'll say as part of your earlier investigation check into like the wall sturdiness and stuff, I'll say that you already checked the roof, and that you did find that like the center of the roof probably would collapse from too much pressure, but if someone with Grabok's size were to stay on like the edges and corners of the roof, you'd be more walking on like beams, so you wouldn't crack through. But if you went to the center, it might be too, like it's not sturdy enough to support you.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So I will kind of hunker down in a corner.
Okay.
I think he's the only one who's gonna if before we like are like ambush ready, like not necessarily actually this minute, but just so I remember it. Since Grabak's the one who's probably most likely going to be doing a skill check when we try to ambush this guy, I'm gonna give him guidance as the last thing I do before we split up, so he has like a nice like 3D golden image of like the trajectory of the jump and stuff.
Nice.
Okay.
But in case
So-
we need guidance before then, I'll do that right before I bail.
Okay. All right. So, question is snare concentration?
I don't think so, but let's find out.
I don't think so either.
It would feel weird that it was, but I've been surprised.
Yeah, it's 8 hours. I don't think it is. It doesn't say concentration.
That would be a bonkers concentration time.
8 hours. Don't forget it all day.
Yeah, snare's not concentration.
Okay, cool. So no, it's just there. Set it and
So yeah, and it's right in the doorway. Like right, if someone walked through the doorway, it would trigger.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
in fact,
I'm
going to set it up on the doorstep so that even if someone was to walk up to the door and hesitate, they'd still get hit with it.
Nice.
Okay. So yeah, so it's like right on that threshold there.
Yeah. That way, if he chickens out at the last minute, which is where I would chicken out, he still gets caught.
Okay. So, so Grobak and Trax are on the roof. The rest of you are sort of hanging out around. You have your carriage and now some pits. Are you going to try to like cover the pits or?
Yes.
Okay. So, what do you want to try to cover them with?
That does, complicate things, doesn't it? Shame we can't do like a wide area spell and just cover everything.
Yeah, I don't have any illusion.
Actually,
Does anyone have
whoever wants to give me, everybody give me a perception check.
You can't tell me what to do. You're not my supervisor.
I mean,
That's right.
What he is
4.
in the scenario.
That's a phrase you should learn how to say in Vietnamese because I feel it would like benefit the most of that language.
It's true.
Track on 18.
Okay.
You said perception?
Wait, perception, my bad.
Yeah,
Nope,
perception.
Ignore that.
Oh.
Track's got a 17.
Wow,
Okay.
I got a 10.
I got a
And-
16 just reading it.
That's good for Archibald.
Hmm.
Would you get?
Oh, Grobak. I'm sorry, man.
See, I perceive nothing.
Did you
Nat
get a
one.
nat one?
I got a nat one. It was like looking up. I saw a bird flying by.
Right. That's it. You see a bird fly overhead, and you're like, "Ooh."
I could use those feathers for my hat.
Try to show Track is too focused.
Your hat almost slips off because you're just looking straight up. But you
Straight
catch
up.
it. You're like, "Oh."
Like mouth and gape.
Right.
Um,
And
That's a big pigeon.
for
what
one
did you
of the
get?
pits,
Tom.
Tom only got a
Mhm.
4. But I have a question really
Oh,
quick,
okay.
if that's okay with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for one of the pits, let me explain this. Tom would not come up with this on himself because he's too stupid. But Tom could use his unseen servant, who is invisible, and the duration lasts up to 1 hour, and just hold
Right.
like a tarp over the pit, right, and no one would see it.
I mean, that's
Okay.
true.
Where do you guys have a tarp, though?
Tom has leather.
Yeah, I mean that might cover a little bit. But so with the perception checks that Trax and Archibald, you guys both see that this large field is quite overgrown. There are lots of like hedges and bushes and stuff, which you could, if you gather enough of it, probably use to try to cover the pit.
Could I use my herbalist expertise to kind of help everybody like gather the right stuff efficiently?
Sorry, I didn't hear the first part of what you said.
Oh, I'm an expert in like herbalist stuff. Could I use that to help us out, like to do it better?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. Give me an herbalism check.
I only use it for potions normally, but you know.
Right.
Oof. Let's see if Gizmo's helpful, because that's a bad roll.
Really quick side note. I just
I got
read
a
it.
10. Actually, I forgot because of my race. I got another D4 rolled on that, so
Oh, yeah.
I got a 13.
Okay. So, a lot of the plants here are just pretty mundane, like, shrubs and bushes and things. Nothing that would stick out, like, especially well, but you're pretty sure that you could find enough material to just cover the bushes.
Okay.
So, yeah, so if you guys want to gather materials, I'll have you guys, either you can all do it or have someone take the lead with advantage. Give me a survival check.
Ooh, what?
We can either all roll survival or
Mhm.
someone can roll survival with advantage because we're contributing to the effort.
Oh, I'm not doing survival. I'm terrible at it.
Are
Ooh,
you?
I have a minus 2
I thought it was the
survival.
worst.
You're good skill. You're probably the best one.
Yeah.
Can
Does
Tom
anyone-
give guidance to someone?
Sure. Can I get advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. I'll get some help from you.
Okay.
You can use advantage. Or, yeah, so
17.
17. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So you cover. You guys all start, ripping up, twigs and different leaves and whatever. And you guys take some time and cover the pits pretty thoroughly. Like, if you guys, when you're all finished, you all take a step back and kind of look at your work, and you're all like, if we didn't know they were there, we might not even notice this. So, you have pits. You have the snare spell waiting at the doorstep.
Can we have
Two
some
of you are on the roof.
wood sit around? Like,
Huh?
can we have some like additional wood and stuff like set around, like maybe like under the grass or like I don't know, like somewhere wood so we can light it on fire.
You guys already gathered some extra wood out of the
Okay.
the rubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, Tom has great bonfire, so he can make fire on demand.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, because I can't do that yet. I was gonna use my mage hand to like light a tinderbox. So
So, yeah.
I'm glad one of us can create flames.
Yeah, I did that on purpose so then Tom can make food on demand.
What else do you guys have fun with?
Oh, also, can someone
So-
explain to Tom what's going on? Because he doesn't know still. He's just standing there. He just doesn't know what's happening.
We're making a trap to hunt big game.
Tom kind of nods, like, "Oh, can we eat it?"
I'm not sure if you're gonna want to eat it, but that is always an option.
Tom nods. Okay. It just kind of goes like this, like, okay.
So, all right. So you guys have set some traps. What? Two of you are on the roof, lying in wait. What? What are the rest of you like? Where are the rest of you gonna hide? What are you gonna do with your carriage?
Tom would stay with the carriage to stay with the aminals.
You wanna just kind of like hide out with it?
Yeah, and then Tom can keep an eye on the area.
How far away would the carriage be from like the schoolhouse?
So right now, you guys have it parked pretty much like just outside of it.
Okay, I'll hang out on top of it and like crouch and.
I'm gonna
Okay.
climb up the floorboards and hide in the floor.
Oh, actually, that's
I know, I'm great.
great. Are you sure you just don't want me to dig a hole for you?
No, I mean, I already done so much work on this place, I could pop up a couple of floorboards.
So, okay, yeah. So, let's see. Archibald, give me another masonry check.
All my tools are the same rules.
Yeah.
Okay, so 16 plus 2, 18 plus Can I guidance myself?
Yeah.
22.
22?
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, after you go in, snare, you can designate who doesn't trigger it, right?
Let me make sure, but I feel like that's true.
That's usually the case with those sort of spells, but yeah, just double check.
Well, Jesse,
Otherwise, just tell everybody. Yeah.
Jesse, remember when you're setting up your snare trap to turn off, snaring of people's hearts, because you don't want Tom falling in love with you, right? Like.
He's already snared one heart.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, Archibald and Akira aren't at the stage in their relationship where they're open to a third yet.
Oh. It's like my heart is not ready for this.
Actually, we haven't gotten into it, but as part of the various story knives I've given Mike, Archibald has the worst history with relationships for a guy with a 6 charisma.
Oh, that's sad.
Small, medium, or large creatures move on to it. Creature must succeed in a dex throw. Creature with a shrink creature. I don't see anything here that says I can designate it, so I'm just going to have to tell everybody to be careful. Like, to not cross that threshold.
Tell you what, for the sake of this, I'll say you waited to cast it till you were ready to actually, like...
Okay, I didn't know that was a limitation of this. I would have just assumed it wasn't.
Keep it in mind, I might not be so forgiving next time.
We don't have an alarm spell.
Oh, yeah, I have alarm. I can cast that as a ritual, too.
Because we could just use the alarm for us, I guess.
Yeah.
Actually, it's probably a good idea for me to set up, let's see, how big is it? 20-foot cube. So, how big is the schoolhouse?
Probably about, like, 30 by 30 feet in the front.
Can I set up a 20-foot cube of alarm so that it catches, like, the entire, like, front of that, like... Would it be better, guys, to set up alarm in, like, the front so that if someone was to walk up, we'd know they were coming? Or in the back or something, so if someone was to try to sneak up, we would know they were doing that?
I think we should have something in the back, because we have the snare in the front, right?
We do. So I agree with that. So I'm going to set up my alarm as a 20-foot cube on the back side, including like the back windows and stuff, but mostly outside in the back of the schoolhouse.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah, of course. Oh, while Mike is getting ready, Archibald is going to like climb up onto the roof and try to stand broodingly with Trax, and he can't quite brood as well as Trax broods.
We'll work on it.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I'm getting there, superhero stuff. But he's gonna be, he's gonna go. So I'm on board taking this guy down. If he's doing what we think he's doing, then it's something that has to happen. But let's make sure we know exactly what the story is before we go too far here.
I'm in complete agreement.
All right, cool. Because between you and me, and Archibald just kind of looks down at like the general controlled chaos that is the team. I'm fairly certain that this could easily swing both ways, just based on a little bit of push.
Definitely.
So,
Robot is just in his corner smoking his pipe.
Sharpening sticks.
He's sharpening sticks, like, just in case we need these.
You hear that, Graubuck? Break his legs and arms, but don't kill him, okay?
Yeah. Make him suffer.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
No one will be punching his dance card at the annual ball.
He will definitely be imbibing of some punches for sure, right?
God, I was just gonna say, now you guys know that when I punch him with my dumb giant robot fists, I have to be like, "Let me punch your dance card," and then punch him.
Oh, can Tom throw me 2 Tom cakes so I can at one point or another give somebody a knuckle sandwich?
Yes. Tom will immediately give you 2. You just have to ask for it. It's like, here you go, have 4. Enjoy. There's more where that came from.
Use the hand wraps to put them in place.
Just start punching people.
Knuckle sandwich, knuckle sandwich.
Knuckles.
All right, so you guys have taken some time to kind of set up a trap here. Archie and Akira are hidden in floorboards under the school. Krax and Grabak are on top of the roof of the schoolhouse. And Tom, you're just sort of with the horses.
Yeah, with the aminals.
Okay. All right. So, what I'll ask you guys to do then is everyone roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Wait. So really quick, is Akira right next to you, next to Tom, because she's on top of the cart, right?
Well, no, she's under the floorboards with Archie now.
Just
Off
kidding.
the cart.
You never
Oh,
actually.
you did go on top of the
Oh.
cart?
Huh?
Which
Right on
one
the cart?
did you do? You kind of back and forth.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on top of the cart. He's hiding in the floorboards. I want to be able to keep watch.
Oh,
Okay,
you were
that's fine.
Okay, yeah.
I can also roll. I can also cast pass without trace. So we're doing good for stealth.
Okay, so I'll say if everyone kind of clumps up on the far side of the
Oh, they just have to be
Kinda
within 30 feet of me.
When you cast.
yeah. So if you're all sort of within the southern end of the schoolhouse, you're within range of pass without trace. So Tom and Akira are at the cart.
Oh,
Archie,
wait,
if you're under the floorboards, but if you move down towards it, you can do that. And then Trax and Grabak, if you're on that edge, you can be within the range as well.
Can I help Grabak with the stealth check?
Can I get help?
Yeah, I rolled a
sure,
10,
how do
so
you-
I need all the help I can get.
I'm already
How-
with you, so
Oh,
How do you help him?
I hold him in
Actually-
so he doesn't make
Actually, sorry, no. In this case, because you're all doing stealth check, it's just the same.
Alright.
you guys add a plus 10 to your stealth though.
Yeah, it's plus 10. So,
20.
I got a 19.
what did everybody get?
I got a 20 with a plus 10.
Okay.
19.
19.
Tom was 15.
I rolled a nat 1. Hilarious.
Can I get help with from Gizmo for this? I kind of trying to imagine how he would do it, so I'm not
So,
sure.
in this case, no, just because it's a individual check for the whole group.
Okay, yeah. That's fine then. I got a with pass without trace at 23.
Okay. I like how you're worried about it and you got the best stealth roll.
Well, oh, did I? I was too busy.
Yeah.
I was
Meanwhile-
too busy ideating to realize that was the case.
Meanwhile, I wasn't worried about it at all, and I got a nat 1.
So I'm with you there, Ernesto.
Look,
So-
guys, Trax really wants to catch this guy, and Archibald solves the problems he's presented.
So a bit of time goes by. And you guys are, hunkered down waiting. And after a little while, you start to hear something coming from the open area that bend around back into the residential area. That's a little north of you guys. Not the wall you broke through, but the other actual way in. You guys are laying low for a bit, and at this point, after your rest, after tinkering with everything, now it's probably around 3:30 in the afternoon.
About?
It's 3:27 p.m.
I want you to know that I love and appreciate it, but
Could you
I-
say that in International Standard Time?
No, that's not a thing in Stra.
So it's not 1530 hours.
Right. No.
Mike, at this point, do we see any strain on the on our amulets or at all to show signs of failure?
So actually, if you want to look at it, so you've been in Baenum or in the old town for about I want to say 2 hours now. you are noticing that the edges, like the more thin, like fine edges of it, are starting to like blacken a little bit.
How long have we been in Old Baenum? Archie would know.
It's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, okay, so let me say this. Given what would the percentage say after 2 hours? That the amulet is. Would you say
Well,
it's
you
like
know-
1/12 of the time?
Well,
They're
no,
20
you
hours.
know they're good for a day.
Okay, cool.
I was
That's
gonna
good. I was about to,
I don't remember if they were 12 or 24 hour, but I remember it being a number that was relevant, not just like. Basically, yeah, okay, 24 hours is fine. I think we're still on the edge of Old Baenum. Even if we push the limit here, we can always just bail.
Yeah, I was just wondering if the amulet gave off any distinct like points of failure, just in case we lose track of time and we explore too far and we have to like make a mad dash back to out of Old Baenum.
Yeah, no, based on just like a casual glance, you can see that it's like faintly starting to like burn almost in the like more thin upper edges of it.
So I'm not with tracks, so I realize that this is sort of two people having similar thoughts at the same time situation. But like, since this is like a magical like artifice, while we're stuck waiting for however long we're waiting, can Archibald just kind of like hyper focus on watching the degradation of this thing to just observe as much as he can about it and like. You know, I want to study these things as much as I can while I have time.
Yeah, sure. I'd say you can definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're supposed to get.
All right. Sorry. Where were we?
We all rolled for stealth.
checks.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were talking about the amulet.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, you guys notice that it is starting to slowly like burn around the edges. So a little bit of time passes, and you guys start to hear rustling coming from the opening back into the residential area. So,
Sorry.
so you guys start to hear. No, it's fine. It's fine. So, hey, I'm sorry, guys. There's a lot of rules to this game. Anyway. So, as you guys are kind of lying in wait, you start to hear someone shut up, Brian. No. So, suddenly Mike became self-aware of how silly D&D is. No,
Now?
So you guys are lying low, and you start to hear someone rustling, like walking, not very carefully, just sort of walking briskly around the bend, and starts to go up the steps, and right as they start to run up the stairs, Trax, you start to like lean forward, and your foot cracks through the ceiling very loudly. So the person, who you can't see quite yet, yells out, "What the hell?" But as this happens, Jesse, what is your spell save DC?
Oh, it's pretty good. Let's find out.
It's like
It is 15.
Nice.
Okay. So, you hear this person yell, "Oh crap, what's that?" And all of a sudden, all of you hear as this loud whipping sound just rings out, and the magical rope for the snare spell bursts out of the ground and just whips around this figure, and you all just hear someone drop into the floor. It's like, "What the hell? Get me out of this fucking thing!"
Even better, Snare suspends them upside down, Spider-Man style.
Yeah.
Oh, well, in that case, they're dangling upside down from the edge of the ceiling, the edge of the roof of the schoolhouse.
I want to like,
Yes.
I wanna, like jump from the top of the cart and
Okay.
like grab this guy like full bear hug style with my arms and legs, and like hopefully I don't know, like knock him to the ground or
But
something.
you don't need to. He's literally restrained for.
Cool. Then I'm gonna do it so I can swing around for fun.
All right, so you just grab this dude and start like swinging him around.
Yeah, because fuck it.
Wrecking ball, like I came in.
Exactly.
All
So
right.
I was gonna do a cool thing.
Now.
But now I just have to come out of the floor and be like, wait.
So yeah, you start swinging him around, and he's just like, "Get off of you, crazy bitch!" And he's just like. So what you see is this kind of like short, greasy, kind of like really thin, emaciated looking. Not quite sure if he's human or not. Like he looks a little off.
So I'm gonna walk up to him and like kind of just like ease Akira back, but then as like he's like I'm like keeping her from just like I don't know how that's gonna go for a long run. I'm gonna just casually knuckle him in the jaw and be like, "That's for calling my girlfriend a bitch."
Here's a knuckle sandwich.
Well, my
Yeah.
knuckles are giant and metallic, and they give off sonic pulses.
They're a great
so-
source of iron.
So now, are you
Nice.
just gently tapping him, or are you actually trying to like punch him?
Oh no, like non-lethal, gentle tap. Like I'm not trying to cause real. I just want to be like, you need to show some respect. I don't know if he's like
Okay, yeah,
deserving violence yet.
right. So yeah, this guy, he's just all tied up, and he's like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" He's like, "What are you doing here?"
I'm gonna pull out my badge and just kind of wait for everybody else to converge on this shit.
Ooh, let's all do dramatic entrances.
Well, yeah, we had to
Can
do
you
poses.
guys,
That's why I wanted to give you guys a chance. So like,
Can
I'm
you
just
guys,
holding
like-
out.
Move him underneath where I would like jump down triumphantly.
Yes. That is
Sure.
done. That is
For
done.
sure, as long as Mike will allow it, I'll because it just says it suspends him 3 feet above the ground. So if Mike will allow us to move that closer, then sure, why not?
Sure, I'll say that it's within a small radius. You can kind of move him around a little.
Yeah, it's like moving a guy on like a chain in a warehouse. You know, just
Yeah.
And Grubbock's up there like, man, I was getting ready. I was getting ready for a glorious elbow drop. Mom would have been proud.
So, all right. So does everyone come out and converge on this guy?
Oh yeah.
I'll stay on the roof. It's all good. I'll just wave.
You're still trying to get your foot out.
I can wave and try to get my foot out.
So,
Hi. Right foot.
all right. So the rest of you, except Trax, come out, and the guy's just like, who the hell are you? I don't care what guild you're from. What are you doing here? Get off of me.
Tell them the Paragon company sent us.
So he hears you say that, and he just kind of like, well, I'd say looks up, but he looks down at you. He looks down, so he looks up at you, and he's like, I don't care if you're from that fucking guild. Get off me.
Can Tom do something?
Sure.
Yeah, so Tom saw that, the guy called Akira a very heinous name, and he did not appreciate that his BFF was called such a name. And Tom uses prestidigitation to soil the guy.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation? Digitation?
Yeah,
That spell.
Prestidigitation.
That cantrip.
They
Yeah.
gave it such a weird, complicated
know.
name.
I'm just gonna call it presentation because I can't pronounce it correctly.
Presentation.
Presentation.
Would
If
Tom be
Biden
able
does
to pronounce
it,
it properly?
it's president. Though
Let's get-
I don't think Tom would be
Tom
able
would
to
not
pronounce it
pronounce it
correctly.
correctly.
Yeah.
Just honestly, dude, go into D&D Beyond, change the name of Prestidigitation to the Razzle Dazzle, and you've already got it.
Yes.
It is
Give
quite
the old
literally-
razzle dazzle.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
changing
literally
it.
your magical ability to pretend to be a stage magician using real magic. It's fucking the Razzle Dazzle.
Alright, I changed
I
it to
kinda
the
love
Razzle
that.
Dazzle.
I kind of love that, if I'm being honest.
Also, being that he is awfully rude, Grabach is gonna jab at him in the ribs with one of the pointed sticks that he was sharpening up.
All right.
There's
So-
no need for that crass language.
You should bite your thumb at him.
You tell
Oh, I'm
Cat.
I'll double bite both of them.
Perfect.
So he's just like, when my friends get here, they're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. So,
I want to scare him. Akira like drops down, smiles really bigly to show her fangs, and goes, "Not if we do it."
So,
I'll be right back, guys.
yeah.
While he's gone, Grabach is gonna start lining the pits with the spikes.
Well,
Perfect.
now let me ask you first. Do you want to uncover them on purpose?
No, I don't want to uncover them.
We can throw the sticks at them once they're in the pit.
That works. I'll pile them up, ready to go.
That sounds fantastic.
So before anything else happens, and without any real like, I'm not even trying to actually scare the guy. I just feel like it's the appropriate thing to say. But I'm just gonna look down when when Akira says like that they won't be able to kill us if we kill them first, and I'll be like, to be fair, I really only need one of you to figure out what's going on here.
So, actually, yeah. Why don't you give me an intimidation check with advantage? For like, you and Akira kind of.
I already
Cool
get an
team.
intimidation advantage
You did?
actually? Jesus fuck.
because I'm scary.
Okay, would you like me to roll or Akira to roll?
I'll say she can do it with advantage because you helped.
All right, I got a nat 20 on my first roll.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So he's just like, and like he keeps kind of looking to the side, like where he came from. And he's like, oh yeah, yeah, all right. As you're saying this, you suddenly hear a loud snapping sound as a bunch of twigs and things break, and you hear two other voices just like, ah, fuck, just crash into the ground.
To the sticks, Kensington.
So,
You should at least go deal with those dudes.
Son of a bitch. Ah!
so real quick, give me 2 seconds here.
Oh, also, how long is that guy gonna be like wrapped up like that? Like, how long does that spell last?
Oh, like hours.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Depending on how things turn out, I'm gonna use them as a heavy bag.
Let's see.
Hey, Graba, can I borrow a handkerchief?
Oh, of course. What color?
The one color you don't mind getting back, or you don't mind not getting back.
Oh, I have multiples. Here's the mauve one.
Perfect. I stuff the mauve one into the guy's mouth and then tie him up and then gag him with like some rope or something so he doesn't make as much noise.
What the hell are you?
Perfect.
Can Tom finish his spell casting?
Yes, of course.
Using Prestidigitation or the old Razzle Dazzle, he makes that handkerchief taste like shit.
Give me 2 seconds.
And that
Oh my
lasts
God.
1 hour.
That's what you get for being rude.
Brian, I think that's the most evil thing you've done.
That's the first actually evil thing you've done.
Yep. I've been waiting for the right opportunity.
The two figure, you hear two other voices yelling from inside, seemingly falling through the pit you guys had set up. And you got this guy tied up, and yeah, it seems like they're all pretty stuck at the moment.
Ooh, I'm gonna bring the bundle of sticks with me.
Can we just capture these dorks and tie them all up?
Sure. So as you guys are starting to go towards the pit where the other people seem to have fallen through, you guys all hear behind you some of the debris from the wall you broke start to slide, and as you all turn to see it, you see a kind of small, slender figure in like a black, dirty cloak with a dagger in his hand. Just go, ah, shit.
Amazing.
Wait, where is
So-
he? He's on the roof.
No, he was coming through the debris of the wall you guys broke.
Oh, okay.
So, so this whole whatever's going on here, completely botched by this group of people.
Damn.
So, the figure just is sort of standing there waiting for you guys to do something before they react. But one thing you all notice is that even though they're wearing a hood up and like a cloak, they have a swaying back and forth light brown cattail behind their back.
Huh. Huh.
Are you Grimm's brother?
He just stops for a second, and he doesn't say anything for a moment.
You know he's looking for you, right? He's been looking for you for months now.
He just goes, "I don't care," and snaps his fingers, and the three people that you have trapped all start screaming.
Where is this dude in relation to me?
So you guys are all kind of clustered in front of the schoolhouse. He's a ways across the field where the wall you guys broke down to get into this field with the schoolhouse.
Is that within 60 feet?
I'd say it's a little past that. It's actually about 80 or so.
Can Tom move 20 feet forward and cast Bonfire at that guy's feet?
Alright, so I'll say that if we're going to... Are you guys going to start attacking him? Because if so, I'd say we'd probably end up rolling for initiative.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to
yeah.
punch him.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so why don't we roll for initiative then? Up first is Trax.
Alright, where am I?
You're up on the roof here.
Ah, right.
Or you're more in this corner.
Alright, explain to me the pieces one more time.
So that's you.
Yep.
The party's here. This is the guy that's tied up. These are the two
Alright,
guys
yeah.
in the pit. And then the Tabaxi guy's way over here.
Alright, let's pop my echo out.
Alright. How far from you do you want to put him?
It has to be within 15 feet of me initially.
Okay. Alright. Do you want him up on the roof or more on the ground?
More on the ground.
So about here?
Yep.
Okay.
The tabaxi that was caught sneaking by the wall. How far
He
is
was
that?
he was pulling a dagger on you too, just so you know. to give you a little context to why
Oh, good.
Baenum decided to like attack him.
I am planning to attack him.
So,
How far away from my echo is he?
like 45 feet.
All right, we'll have my echo move 15 feet closer,
Okay.
and I will make a ranged. Let me just make sure I do this really quick here. Oh, perfect. Okay, so it doesn't specify what type. So I'll do my I'll do an attack with my bow at him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That'll be a 22.
Okay, that hits.
And that'll be for 11 damage.
Nice. All right, so you're still like you're still pulling your foot out of the roof, so you just make your echo. Your echo runs forward and just like fires and catches the tabaxi in the shoulder, and it's just like ah. But one thing you guys all notice is as the arrow pierces through the tabaxi's shoulder, a bunch of like black liquid starts flowing out of the shoulder wound. All right. Next up is Kira.
Okay. What are those? So those guys are in the pit, right? We don't have to worry about them.
They're in the pit right now. Yes.
Okay. Let me. How far away is Tabaxi guy?
From you. Quite a bit. He's like 50 feet or so.
Damn. Okay. Let me run up to him. As much as I can.
What's your movement?
40. Actually, no. So if I'm gonna do that, let me just Can I dash right up next to him?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
So if you dash, you can get right up to him.
Cool. Let's do that.
Okay.
And then I'll use a. Let's see. Let me double check. Okay, so I'm not using my attack action, so I can't use that as a bonus action.
I was gonna say, I think both of your bonus action attacks have to follow up from a regular
Yes, they
attack
do.
first.
So yeah, so that's it. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Next up is one of the guys in the pits. So they're screaming, right? And like they start like retching, and you hear like this awful like bone cracking sound coming from the three guys. And all of a sudden you hear what was screaming goes up to like becomes more of a like a shrieky noise. Alright. And the one guy climbs out of the pit. You guys can't actually see the guys in the pit right now because they're on the opposite end of the house. Okay. And then he's going to dash and end his turn right here. Alright, next up is the other guy in the pit. All right. He tries to climb up, slips, and takes some fall damage. Okay.
We should have spiked it.
Right. All right. That's his turn. Next up is the Tabaxi. All right. He is going to, let's see, pull out his dagger. And he's going to make a jab at Akira with his dagger.
I'm gonna use my reaction to cast Silvery Barbs.
Okay, so what does that do again?
So basically, it gives him disadvantage, and then I can choose another creature, including myself, and give them advantage.
Okay. So with disadvantage, I'm pretty sure he misses. It's a 9. Yeah, that misses. Okay. All right. So he goes to stab at you, Akira, and like this flash of like white threads goes out around his arm and like flings it to the side, and he just completely misses you with his stab.
Okay.
That is going to be his turn. All right. Next up is Archie.
Okay, so I'm pretty far from him, right?
Yeah, you're very far from him.
Okay. The guy who's snared, what's his situation like? Is he also like having a freak out?
So you're right next to him, so you actually see now what's happening to them is these guys, they looked really weird at first, like you couldn't quite tell if they were human or not. Now they very obviously have transformed into rat-like looking creatures.
It's
Okay.
like the stuff back at the friggin' fort in the beginning.
Okay. Okay, so he would have to theoretically keep making dex check.
Yeah, he would have to try to break out from your spell save DC.
So, okay, and then that's still the case while he's restrained, right?
Yep, it's how you. He'd have to basically beat your DC to break free from the spell.
And me doing stuff to him wouldn't really affect that, right?
Let me double check the spell. I don't think so. Let me see. Can you guys hear me?
I
Yeah.
can hear you.
Yes.
Yep.
My freaking mic fell off the table and was like everything stopped working after that.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Sorry. So, what were you doing, Archie?
Well, since it's gonna take me too much movement to get to the tabaxi, and everybody else is already working on that. I wanted to either cover like knocking out this dude or covering the guys in the pit, and I'm just not really 100% sure which is the bigger priority. Can I get to the pit?
So there's this guy who's right around the corner from the house who got out of the pit,
Yep.
who's coming up to you guys, and then there's the guy restrained right next to you.
Could I make it to the guy who is moving, like the functionally free guy?
Oh yeah, he's like 15 feet in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna rush him and give him the old knuckle run by, and I'm also gonna cast Booming Blade on him if I can't make contact.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll to hit.
Does a 24 hit him?
It certainly does.
He takes 11 thunder damage just for me giving him the old knuckles.
How much?
11,
Okay.
and then I apply Booming Blade to him, and then I skate past him and loop to the right. Well, your left, my right, a little bit, just to waste his reaction and force him to move to hit me.
What's your movement altogether?
Right now it is 30, I think.
So this is as far as you'd be able to get with the 30.
Is
You're
it
still in
far?
range with him?
Oh, would he not? Would he have to? So he wouldn't have to move to.
Right,
Could I-
you're still within melee range of him.
Could I run up to him, punch him, and then literally turn around and move away rather than try to skate by him?
Yeah.
I know that's silly, but it's just it procs stuff, you know.
No, I know. Okay, so you move away from him. Do you use your full movement to back up?
Yeah, just to force him to have to move to me and to waste his reaction if he tries to take that opportunity swing.
Okay, so he does get an opportunity attack on you. So Archie, as you move back from it, it's going to take an opportunity attack against you. It is going to try and stab you with its short sword. And that totally misses. So yeah, you you run up, punch it. A bunch of swirling energy kind of ripples off your fist around it, and then you just dash away from it. And he tries to swing, It just completely misses you.
Okay, I guess that's my full turn. If he moves, he takes damage, and if he tries to attack anybody but me, he sucks.
Right. Grabach, you're up.
Okay. Where am I on the map?
You're right here.
Okay. Can I get within 10 feet of the tabaxi?
What's your movement?
I believe it's 30, but let me verify. 30.
You'd have to dash to get to him.
For the record, my my echo is out 30 feet, essentially.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
gotcha. Well, I'll at least move 30 feet towards him just to kind of get going.
Okay. Okay. If you bonus action dash, you can get right up to him.
Can I bonus dash? Can I dash with like a 10-foot radius?
Yeah, you wanna.
I'm gonna
Yeah, you
dash
get
over
your
there.
dashing. Just gives you your movement speed again, so you can get.
Dashing eat up your action or your bonus action?
It's your. Oh no, it's your action. Yeah. So you could dash as an action, and you still have your bonus action if you have anything there you want to do.
So I'll dash, and I'll stay within 10 feet because I'm gonna pop a rage, and hit him with the tail.
All right. So you'll have to wait till next turn because you had to use your action to dash.
Yeah.
But you can go into a raid with your bonus action.
Perfect. I will put my top hat on top of Trax's shadow.
As you run by, you just toss it.
Oh, that's
Hold on to this
fantastic.
for me.
Just the silent nod.
Right. All
And,
right.
full beast mode.
Mm-hmm. All right. Is that your turn?
That will do it.
I don't know why, but I just picture like a beast from the like a beast from the X-Men just removing his glasses and just transforming whenever you do that.
Yeah.
All right. So next up is the restrained were-rat. So he's going to try to break free. Okay. So yeah, he's going to try to make a dex saving throw against your spell DC, Archibald.
Right?
That is, what's your spell save DC?
15.
Yeah, no, that's nowhere near it. So yeah, he's just like, get me out of fucking, you know, and he's just hanging upside down still.
Because he has the shitty handkerchief, does he get disadvantage?
Oh yeah, he's got the thing. He's just like, he's having a rough day. All right, that's his turn. Tom, you're up.
Okay. Where am I?
Right here.
I only have 30 movement speed. How far away is the Traxy guy? Or what's the race's name?
Tabaxi, they're cat.
Traxy. Yeah. How far away is he? 80 feet.
From you.
He looks like Grim.
Yeah.
Like 60 feet.
Okay. Can I move 30 feet to him?
Sure.
Joke's on the party. That's his brother.
I'm assuming you're trying to hit him with an Eldritch Blast.
No. I'm gonna use suggestion to make him sit down.
Oh, okay. So let me do that over. You're trying to get
Make him
like, right
sit
to
down.
him. So that's within 30 feet.
Okay. So now I'm gonna
That's
try.
30 feet. Yeah.
I will now try using a suggestion on him.
Okay. How close do you have to be for that?
30 feet is the range.
Okay. Yeah, you're within range.
Yeah.
What's your spell? What kind of save is it?
I'm trying to read it. I'm sorry. 1 second. It's a Wisdom 14.
Okay. So he. Alright. He failed.
He failed?
What is
really?
your suggestion?
That's hilarious.
Alright, well, he sits down and meows like a cat.
You tell him to sit and meow.
Yeah, just sit.
So-
he goes like this, he's like, meow, you know.
So he's like, got an arrow in his shoulder. You guys are like slowly starting to approach him. He's just like, he just stops and just crouches down and goes like, meow.
And the duration is up to 8 hours. So he's just gonna sit like that, then meow for up to 8 hours.
Someone get my arrow out of him in that.
Yeah. And it's since it's concentration, I'm assuming if I do any other action, I break it, right?
So if you take enough damage where you lose concentration, or if you cast another concentration spell, you'll lose the concentration on this one.
Oh no.
But if you just don't do anything else, like if you don't take any damage and you just keep concentrating on it, it lasts the whole time.
Okay. I ask because I should probably heal him, since we're not trying to hurt him, but yeah. Okay. So. Okay. That's my action and my move. I guess just in case, as my bonus action, I'll summon my tentacled bros.
All right. Where do you want to put it?
Where can I? Let's see. Oh, I always forget how close that has to be.
What's it, within 60 feet of you, I think?
It doesn't actually say. You can magic summon. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, you're right. At a point you can see within 60 feet. So why don't we summon it as close as possible to the other dudes down below?
Okay.
Yeah, whoever. Yeah. Has
Do you want to put it towards the restrained one or the one that's still over here?
the one that's over there?
Leave the restrained one for later.
Right. We're gonna cook that
Yeah,
fucker
you can
up.
get it. You can get it like right over here. So it's like not right next to him, but it's like pretty close to him.
Okay. And that ends my turn. And I put my trap card
Okay.
down, face down, and I end my turn.
Okay. Trax, we're back to you.
I don't think there's anything for me to do right now. So do we want to save the Tabaxi guy? Because he's leaking black stuff.
Well, I just feel real weird about killing Grimm's brother and then being like, sorry, bro, we killed your brother. He was gooey.
I mean, I didn't know it was Was it actually Grimm's brother? I was just joking when I said that.
I asked him if he was Grimm's brother, and he responded in a way that that he responded in a way that makes it seem like he knows Grimm.
Oh, okay. In that case, may I make the suggestion? Actually, he's already meowing like a cat.
Yeah, he's already subdued, as far as we're concerned, for 8 hours, or if I lose concentration.
Trax is not good at rescue missions, apparently.
Also, I wasn't expecting that to work. So
I was like, I was getting ready to straight up kill the thing. Okay, I will go to the opposite corner towards the guy that Archie attacked,
Okay.
and I must shoot him.
All right. Okay.
Also, at that point, my echo disappears because it should not be within 30 feet of me anymore.
All right. The top hat falls to the ground gently.
I'm sorry, Grabak. Can my shadow put it down on the ground actually before it dissipates?
No, I like the idea of it just gently.
Oh, okay.
Grab out,
Fair,
shoot
fair.
you a look.
Okay, also, I'm manifesting my shadow next to the dude that Archie attacked.
Okay. Like on the opposite side of him? Or?
Yeah, he just needs to be within 5 feet.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna shoot him. With
All right.
yeah.
So, are you going to shoot him?
I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, what the hell was that spin? That would be an 11. Ugh.
All right.
Does that hit?
That does not hit.
That's what I thought.
So you shoot and it like grazes the side of the thing's like armor, like his hide armor, and just kind of passes through.
Damn it. Alright. We'll leave it at that for now then.
It's okay. He might knock himself out just trying to get towards us. So.
All right. So next up is Akira.
So, Grimm's brother is basically taken out.
The Tabaxi is docile for now.
And marrying, don't forget that.
As long as we don't damage it, it doesn't break the suggestion.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, he's literally just sitting on the ground, like purring and meowing like a cat.
Okay, and that guy is the tall thing? Is that the restrained guy?
This is the restrained guy over here.
Okay.
The most dangerous. Like the guy I punched, he tracks and he's also.
Okay, let me. Can I dash? Okay, because I've got a. Can I dash like over the building to the pit guy?
Your movement speed's 40.
Yeah.
Your full movement would get you like here.
Okay.
And then if you dashed, you'd have to climb up the wall too.
How high's the wall?
You have a climb.
My climbing speed is my movement speed, so.
No, I know. So I mean, it'd be like 10 feet of your movement to get up the wall.
Okay, let's do that. So I want to get on top of the schoolhouse.
And you're heading back this way?
Yeah. As much as I can.
So that would be pretty much as far as you can
Okay,
make
cool.
it.
Let's do that. Ooh, can I? You know what I've never actually tried? I want to try my throwing weapons.
Okay. So, who are you targeting?
The guy in the pit. Can I do? That's too far, right?
So, it's not so much too far as much as from your position on top of the roof, he'd have complete cover. Like, you don't have line of sight on him.
Okay. Let me
He's
hit the guy.
underground. You're up on,
Okay. So this is a question. Wait, no, I just dashed, so I can't do anything. That's the end of my turn.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Okay.
Okay. No,
Unless you have a bonus action, something.
no, I'm good.
She does,
Okay.
though, to consider.
Yeah. Alright. Next up is the were-rat that Archie punched. Let's see. He is going to try to ignore these guys and make a dash towards you. How much damage? He's running at you.
Yes.
What how much what does Booming Blade do when he moves? He takes the damage.
Let's see. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's normal effects. The target willing moves 5 feet or more before then they take a D8 of thunder damage.
Alright, so go ahead and roll that.
Alright.
Oh, also, I'll take my attack of opportunity against him as well.
You take
Can you
7
do those
thunder
through your echo?
Yes, I can.
Damn.
It eats my reaction.
Nice. Alright, how much damage was that?
You take 7 thunder damage.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so yeah. And then go ahead and roll your opportunity attack.
21.
That hits.
Oh, that's good crap. 6 damage.
Alright. So, as he starts to run towards Archie, like this wave of like arcane energy just pulses off him and goes like, "Doof!" And he like shrieks. And then as he's reeling from that, Trax's Echo just whips the blade across and like slashes him. And as it cuts into him, you hear like almost like a sizzling sound from the blade as it cuts into the were-rat's flesh.
Huh.
It's going to try to take a stab at you with its short sword.
I hope it manages.
What's your AC again?
21.
Nope, that does not do it. So he, after all this damage, he runs up and just like hits your chest, and like the blade just stops at your armor and just like chink.
I'm just gonna stand there with my hands on, with my fists on my hips, superhero style, and be like, "That's not gonna do it."
All right. Then, next up is the guy in the pit still. He's going to try to climb out of the pit.
Let me out of here! Let me out of here!
All right, so this time he does actually manage to get out.
So there's a spell from Pathfinder that isn't in D&D, and I'll lament its loss every day. And it was called Pit Trap, and it lets you open up that kind of pit spontaneously under people. And I always played it up with like a cartoon hole opening up underneath them, like Acme style. And like the pit would just get deeper and deeper as you leveled up, so you could just drop dudes like with fall damage, and then they'd have to climb out of the pit, which was hard to do.
Great, just crawl out of the pit, and then, hey, guess what? Other pit.
No, yeah, the edges of the pit were designed so that they had to make another deck save or just fall back in. So like it was just such a mean spell. Like you're just like, whatever, you're subdued.
That's great.
So the were-rat's going to run up this. Oh wait, no, that was half his movement to get up the pit. So right here. Okay. So it's going to take a crossbow shot at Travis Echo. What's the AC of your Echo?
The same as my AC. No, not the same. It's 16.
Okay. Oh, it got a 21 to hit. What is that?
Few incoming
6.
Pac-Man death sounds.
6 piercing damage to your Echo.
Yep. Pac-Man death sounds ensue in my Echo.
All right.
It does the same animation, like it splits in half and like kind of
Yeah,
goes
because
on.
it's really terrible. Because it is a shadow version of me.
Yeah.
So it's like watching an elf just rip himself in half.
It's like, oh shit!
That got dark.
So,
Oh, Dominic's upset.
He's in combat mode.
oh no! Alright, so next up is the Tabaxi. It just kind of continues meowing and ends its turn. Archie, you're up.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, there's the guy that I punched, the guy that I restrained is still restrained, and the other guy is still way too far away from me. So, I guess I'm gonna go for the KO on the rat that's closest to us.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
See if I can. Okay, so to hit, I got a 22.
That hits.
I do 7 thunder damage to him and get him with another booming blade.
Alright, so as he's, got all this damage running up to you, you just wail him right in the face, and it just goes with like a boom! And you hear his jaw snap, and he just drops over.
Awesome. And then, as is customary, I am going for non-lethal unless I can.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. So he is unconscious.
Alright, I got superhero rules in check. You all can shoot people and stuff, but...
Alright. He's out of the initiative order. Okay. Next up is Grabach.
Okay, so I am full on raged out. So right now the Tabaxi is kind of docile.
Yeah, he's just like sitting there, literally sitting there, unassuming and just meowing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Which I might add is probably really humiliating to a Tabaxi.
Yeah.
This is true. Nothing in the spell says that it's going to forget this, nor does it
Right. It just
Like-
can't help itself at the moment.
Yeah, it's gonna have some it might have some nasty effects when he's recovered.
Honestly, though, he's the one that decided to like turn them into rat zombies. So, like, you know, he could have gotten a handkerchief that tasted like shit in his mouth. I mean, it's
Yeah. I mean,
I
Tom
think
is
this is
supposed to be
objectively
evil.
better.
Tom is evil.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it totally fits with Tom.
Yeah. You can get Tom to stop at any time. Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go see if I can grapple Rum Tum Tugger over there. Yeah.
We also eventually
Yeah.
have to like tie these dudes up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to
Rough.
say you can secure him while he's adjusted. By the way,
yeah.
This-
I'm gonna grapple him, but I like that Grabok's just referring to him as a cat's character for Rum Tum Tugger.
Oh, right.
I get it. Damn it.
Get over here, Skimble Shanks. Yeah.
Alright, so go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage.
Okay. 'Cause I'm not gonna try and like hit him and grapple him. I'm just gonna try and grapple him.
Yeah.
Like all kinds of girls.
First roll is a 22. Second roll is a 22. Shit, which would I... damn it, hold on. So, 22.
So he got a 7. So you just walk up to him, he looks up and he goes, and you just casually like put your arms around him from behind.
In a sweet embrace.
Yep.
Just start petting him.
You have him grappled. You have the Tabaxi grappled. Did you want to do anything else, or?
Can I pin him?
You could if you want to.
I'll
I'd
try
say,
and pin him just in case he snaps out of it.
Yeah, I'd say you can pin or drag him. Like you can actually move him now that you have him grappled.
Can I drag him over a little closer to everybody, then pin him, or would it be one or the other?
I'd say it would probably. Well, no, because it's what, a bonus action to pin for your.
Oh no, it's an action.
Okay, yeah. So it was an action to grab him. So yeah, you could drag him now, and like next turn, if you want, you could pin him.
Gotcha. So I will.
So you moved 5 feet to grab him, and then what's your full movement is 30?
So I'll just drag him 25 feet back closer to everybody.
Okay, dragging him, I'd say would probably reduce your movement speed. I'll give you 15. So I'll say you drag him here for now. Alright.
And that'll do it.
Okay. Next up is the other were-rat that's restrained in the ropes. Nope, he rolled a 3. So he's still just dangling upside down with his shitty sock in his mouth.
Excuse me, it is the finest of handkerchiefs.
Right. Okay, and next up is Tom.
Broke out of rage just to say that.
Right? Actually,
descend further in rage because he insulted
Yeah.
me.
went right back to like classy but still really angry, like a different kind of rage. Like you're using the wrong fork for the salad.
Like your face still looks angry, but your tone is classy.
Right. Alright, Tom, what would you like to do?
Where are the enemies on the board?
So the Tabaxi is restrained by Grabok. this guy's still tied up. This guy's knocked out, and this guy's like way on the other side of the house.
I see.
He hasn't seen like the chaos of everything that's gone on yet.
Oh no.
He just got out of the pit.
I see. Okay. Well, my tentacle bros, could you move them? I guess as close as possible to that guy. This 30 feet is the max.
Alright, what's it? 30 feet? You can get right up to him.
Alright, so I want to attack, but I don't actually want to hit him. So I'll just use my action to get the tentacles to like smash everything up all around him, but not actually him.
Wait, won't that break your concentration?
No,
No.
Oh, really?
that's an ability. It's not a spell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I asked about
It's
that
like a little
earlier.
summon. Okay, trying to think how we would do this, because, I mean, that sounds like you're trying to intimidate it, but
Yeah.
your tentacle doesn't have stats.
Right. I mean, I guess if you want, I could use like thaumaturgy as like, and use tentacles as an enhancer for intimidation.
I'd say, let's
Like,
see.
Yeah, like Tom could just yell from across the way and then enhance it with.
Actually, yeah, why don't you do that? If you want to use thaumaturgy to make your voice, like, booming and, like, yell something while the tentacles slap, like, the ground around it, I'll let you do an intimidation check from where you are.
Okay, yeah, that's an action anyways for thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy? I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
call it thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
Tom, so.
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Okay.
You should,
I think that's legit, because
pick
like
up-
if you were like a gunslinger and you shot at a guy's feet from like 30 feet away, like that's still intimidating, even though the bullet doesn't have like a charisma stat.
Yeah. No, that's, so yeah, go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
You should learn ventriloquism.
Surprisingly,
That'd be so fun.
a good roll. I got a 12.
Well, that is better than his, better than the, wisdom save I did for him.
Really?
So,
Alright.
Yep.
Wow.
so it, like, you know, your tentacles start slapping the ground around it. What do you yell to, like, scare him?
Tom yells really loudly, like, "You can't see what's happening, but I'll turn you into a cat."
It's, it's not so much scared of what you yelled at it. It's more scared of this weird, like, horrible alien, like, magic tentacle thing that's just, like, attacking around it. And it just drops its crossbow and its short sword. And I'll say on its reaction, it yells back, all right, I'm coming out with my hands up.
Wait, one last thing. Tom yells,
Yeah.
I want you to come dancing out of cover, or I'll turn you into Caliber."
So he comes out from around the side. I'll say he's not really dancing as much as he's sort of hopping.
He's like this. Wait, you guys can't see. He's like,
Yeah.
he's like.
All right. So I'll say with that we are out of combat.
Well, now that we're
You guys basically won this fight without actually having to beat the enemies, really.
there, now we're not in
So-
combat.
I'm gonna tie the 3 goons up in like a goon kill, classic
Okay.
style, and then I'm gonna tie up the Tabaxi separate from them because I don't trust them magical style.
Okay. So, yeah, you have so much rope now that you have more than enough to do that. So,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was just going to say, so the one guy's knocked out, the one guy's still magically tied up. So you tie up the Tabaxi and the other were rat that were,
I asked Grandpa for a couple more of his away handkerchiefs.
Oh, I have plenty.
All right. Moth 2 and Chartreuse, right?
I have periwinkle, if that will help.
That's all right. So I take the periwinkle handkerchiefs and I put them in the other goon's mouths, and I tell Tom to do his thing.
Okay, yeah, Tom casts the old razzle dazzle and makes the handkerchief. He makes the handkerchief taste like strawberry. He's gonna be nice now.
The one that's like gave himself up is just like the one that's upside down with the poop flavored rag in his mouth is just like visibly more upset because he's just like, why does he get a nice tasting rag?
Like,
He gets strawberries.
Right.
I would argue that the guy just thinks the other guy likes the taste of shit.
He's disgusted. He's like, ew. I thought I knew that guy.
right?
Ew.
Like that's what you're into.
What's wrong with you, man? Not here to. Like, I don't understand. No.
It's not trying to kink shame or nothing, but gross.
Right.
Like, gross, dude.
Now that our heroes have captured this mysterious tabaxi and his were-rat followers, what will they discover? Why are they leaking black ooze? What's the deal with these mirrors? Find out next time on the Paragon Company. As always, I want to thank Will Savino for his music D20 that we use in all of our videos. I'll link to his channel and website in the description below. And also, I always want to thank @CactusToad on Instagram for providing our character art. And I generated the backdrops and NPC artwork, as always, with Midjourney. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, follow, all that stuff. And we'll see you next time.